Weekend League on the road to glory. It's time, baby. This is the starting 11 we're going into the Weekend League with the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. I haven't played this formation since FIFA 17 pretty much, so I'm excited to jump into the Weekend League and rock with it. And in this video, hold on. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, AA9 Skills. We're bringing in the GOAT, but not only that. All right, man. Very important to talk about. I gotta talk a little bit about the patch today, but not the patch in a negative way or anything like that, but I've seen some news from the developers who did a live stream that talked about it, and they said the patch might be changing. So if you dislike this patch, we need to talk about it. Anyways, we jump into game number uno, and as we get into game number uno, I'm playing that 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, which I quickly find out in FC 26 Weekend League that it's not the strongest formation to play, because it is very easy for the counterattack guys to win. That's something we need to talk about, because the way you play the Elite Division is very, very different from the way you play the Weekend League. I know a lot of people might say that sounds like absolute cap, but I promise you guys, lads, if y'all play the rivals and y'all play in the Elite Division, y'all will know that the gameplay that you play there is very different from the Weekend League. Why? For two reasons. Not the gameplay itself, like the game, but the opponents you are facing. When you are playing the Elite Division, most players are not playing the sit-back counter-attack football. The Elite Division, most of the times, at least in the NA where I live, you're playing against the higher-up players. You're playing against the players that are very, very, very talented at the game, and they're trying to find ways to score different goals. Real quick, let me interrupt myself, because after game one, I have to go to me live because I find out something. I just realized after game uno that Jordi Alba exists. 200K is steep. It's steep. That's deep, bro. That's scurry, bro. But it's an icon, bro. It's an icon left back for 200 chem. Damn, with Tiki Taka. You guys know I want Sergio Busquets so bad. He's kind of really expensive. This might be a have to do for me, bro. But you need team of the weeks, which low-key scare me, bro. Let me see what I could do, man. This is my duplicates. I do have a Harry Kane, and I do have a lot of 88s that I would part ways with. I would part ways with Rodri, this Harry Kane, which is not duplicate. This card here, I'll get rid of Saka. I don't mind going. Gabriel can go. Lewandowski can go. Wait a minute. I might be able to cook up something here, bro. So I got it done, but I got to turn in some of these cards. Now, I'm a little bit nervous because are we going to need these cards at some point, like these ones here? I don't know, man. I truly don't, because if I'm going to complete Jordi Alba, I'm going to have to throw them in. I really hope that we don't need like these cards and also like these cards at some point, or there's an Evo that makes these cards like incredible. That would really hurt my feelings. I'm not going to lie. Everything is completely untradeable. Part one of Jordi Alba is officially complete. If I can get 2 or 3 of them done without spending money, this huge, and then we can spend money on the last 1 or 2, I don't mind that. I would love to save my money and then be able to complete Sergio Busquets at some point, because I am a big fan of the tiki-taka playstyle. I can do this one, but I'm giving up a Gabriel. I'm giving up my boy Harry Kane and Saka, but Saka's untradeable, and I already have for my right wing, I already have what's his face? I have Mo Salah. Oh wow, you get a card back. That's pretty cool. I didn't realize that. Oh, a tiki-taka card as well. Wow. If this could get evoed, I don't think it can, but if that could get evoed, wow, very interesting. Very interesting. A tiki-taka card with through ball and technical dribbling, which is not got nerfed. Wow. Very cool. Very cool. I like that. I like that. EA, yo, I like that. I like you gave a card back. That's very, very cool. That's very 285s. MLS player here as well. Oh my goodness, bro. If I could get one more off, bro, without spending money, bro, we are in a great spot. All right, so we cannot add 83s neither. Again, everything is fully untradeable going into this. Don't want to get rid of Oblak, but you know, he's not our goalkeeper at the moment. It's Alisson. Wow. I've got to the last one, lads. I've got to the last one, and I still have Rodri, who's a 90 rated card, which I'm probably going to throw into this one to try to get it to work out for us. Wow, I'm ending up getting coins. because I'm opening these packs and discarding them, which are tradable, I'm ending up adding coins to my total while getting a player back. Yes, I'm losing all of my fodder, and there's a hero pack around the corner. Hero pack is not guaranteed a player that's going to start for me. This is guaranteeing me a player that's going to start for me, so I'm very happy with this. Without spending a penny, I'm giving up a lot of cards, man. Again, I don't know if we're going to need these foundation cards. That'll be an L if we do. That'll be on me for not doing more research. I'm not thinking about future skills. I'm thinking about right now me, and right now me thinks that this is just a card that I need in my life. Big Jordi Alba, man. Big Jordi Alba is needed in my life, man. It's something I need. Tiki-taka. Tiki-taka, bro. I'm someone who likes to pass fast, and without tiki-taka, I'd be missing passes. I hope this is a fantastic move. By the way, I played with his left back. Regular inform, not regular, but his inform card when I had Lionel Messi on the big account, and I did not mind him at all. I thought he was pretty damn good, to be honest with you. So I'm very excited for my boy Jordi Alba, man. Welcome to the squad. Remember, hero chemistry. Now you're probably thinking, Skills, why is hero chemistry so important to you? The reason it's so important to me is for one simple reason. And the reason is the girl Seger, I think I said her name right. She gets an upgrade later in November. When she gets the upgrade later in November, she's going to be a W for my starting 11. But right now, lads, I need her to be able to get chemistry on the American girls up top. But now if I drop John Ariza, who is one of my favorite players that played in the Premier League, and I now slap in Jordi Alba, guess what? I'm on full chemistry with a spot still to go, which now means my Marquisio can now start for me. My Marquisio, who's a fantastic card, a very expensive card in FC 26, 200K, was not playing for me. And he still doesn't have to play because now I can go and find a way, maybe with the right chemistry or the right manager, to play someone like Camavinga, and can even Evo Camavinga. I bought him recently for 7K, so I could Evo him. I could Evo Camavinga, find a way to get Camavinga into the starting 11. Also, if I go back to the 4-4-1-1 or the 4-4-2, much easier to get chemistry now for these girls up top, and I could build the team I actually want to build going backwards. So I'm not saying Seger's a bad player. I'm just saying I've been wanting to drop her for a while. I do like her though, because she does give me tiki-taka, at least silver, where Marquisio does not give me that, which really sucks. But I can find a player in this spot that does give me tiki-taka. So that's why Jordi Alba was so important for me to get Jordi Alba into my starting 11. I'm going to get an anchor for him, put an anchor on him, and yeah, use an anchor on him 100%. And now I can kind of build the team out a little bit differently, which is really nice. For example, because I have that, do I need... Okay, so he's on 2. That's not a big deal for me. So now, you know, if I want to put something else here, the girls, all I would need is the American Girl League, and then I could put whatever country goes here. So I can go whatever I want in the middle of the park, which really, 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 really makes me happy, bro. Like, really, really makes me happy. Like, big time, big time, big time. Also, I can find a way to get my boy Pogba full chemistry now, which, again, makes me very, very happy. With a French manager, it does not work, unfortunately. But I'm pretty sure I could end up getting Camavinga on full chemistry if I put the right, if I put the right player at the left center mid spot. So that's kind of the goal, to find the right player for the left center mid spot that helps Pogba get his full chemistry, or move Pogba to the left center mid and get me a defensive mid. Sergio Busquets, I wish I could get you, bro. Get me a defensive mid that fits. For example, guess what? Can slap Mano into the team, and now we have a real defensive mid and someone that can kind of be a defensive mid plus a ball winner, all that good stuff. So hey, man, very, very happy with the addition of Jordi Alba. Hopefully he performs well. Kind of crazy, right? After the game, I was like, oh, you know what? Let me check SBCs, because bro, I hadn't looked at any like news online, and I was like, oh man, Carvajal exists. So I had to bring him in, because for me, Carvajal, bro, Dani Alves, Marcelo, I'm not Carvajal, Jordi Alba, sorry. Jordi Alba, Marcelo, Dani Alves, even these are like the GOAT right backs, left backs, bro. These are like the guys, man. I like, you know what I mean? Like, for me, this is like nostalgia. These are the GOATs when it comes to that. So when I saw him, I thought to myself, man, Sergio Busquets, I didn't get him. This is an icon link. I really want Sergio Busquets as well. So I grabbed Jordi Alba in a heartbeat, bro. I didn't think twice, man. I was like, I got to get him done. And to be honest with y'all, man, I almost want to spend the coins and go get Sergio Busquets as well. Like, I really, really want to bring him in, because it would just be so cool to have both those icon links and 2 legendary players from like the prime of football for me, right? This was like a time that I really, really enjoyed football. And it's just a nostalgic feeling. It's the last time we'll have their cards, so I kind of really, really want them. Anyways, you guys are seeing me absolutely dominate. I want to go back to that conversation I was having, right? In the Elite Division, you're trying other things, you're getting other things, and the way you defend people is very different, because you know they're going to be player locking or skill moving. And then I go into the rival Elite to the Weekend League, And the way you defend is so much different. Unfortunately, lads, we're not going to 12-0. And we're not going to 15-0, sorry. And we're not going to 15-0 because I have one of the biggest chokes, aka meltdowns in FIFA history in this game right here. I received 2 penalties, which the second one is a very, very iffy penalty. I think it's a La Liga referee. The La Liga referee called a very, very iffy penalty, bro. That's like a penalty that I just don't even know what I just seen. But I get the penalty and I miss. And the moment I missed, I said, damn, I'm gonna lose this game. Because every time I miss a penalty in a game, I lose. It's just the way it is, bro. But I don't know. I was able to come down and score with Wilson. But something happens after the 25th minute after I score that goal that becomes very, very iffy. I missed a sitter with Rodman. I should have went near post. I didn't. And then my opponent did this thing where he would just run in a straight line. I'm not even trolling you. He would run in a straight line, lads. And then he would do this cutback every single time. And I could not, for the life of me, defend the cutback in the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. He just continued to do it. He just continued to run with one player in a straight line, and he was able to just slice and dice me. I was able to come back and make it 3-2. But look at that, Lamine Yamal, straight line, shot. It would be a straight line, cut back, straight line, pass it. And I was like, man, I missed again with Rodman. Straight line, this bounces off of me. I clear it poorly, and that's pretty much where the game ends. Luckily, I'm able to come down and score the game to make it 4-5. But then he comes right back down the 80th minute, puts a ball in, smashes it, and GG's, man. Just like that, it's pretty much over. I do score one more because at this point he got a red card. I put it into Wilson. Wilson puts it to the back of the net. But just seconds later, when the game was already over, into the back of the net, I lose my first game at 3-0. Devastated, bro. Devastated because 4-1-2-1-2 worked so well for me in Rivals. It worked so well for me in the Elite Division. It's probably the formation I won the most with in the Elite Division. And now I'm like, man, I can't play it in Weekend League. So I switch back to the 4-4-2. I throw Mo Salah, who's somebody you guys have wanted for a long time. And I kind of was just like, I'm going to kind of just kind of YOLO it, all out attack type thing, like box to box playmakers, and just rock the Weekend League with this. And I kind of played the rest of the Weekend League. Like I don't know the word. I know how to say it in Portuguese, but I almost played with like a little bit of like almost anger. Like, but not anger. I wasn't mad that I lost. It was like a I'm gonna take it out on you feeling. Like I'm gonna take it out. I'm gonna take it out on everybody I play. And I go into my next games, bro, and I just start making people rage quit, bro. I start making people rage quit. And I was like, damn, it's almost like you gotta have 2 different formations, bro. It's almost like you gotta have a formation for the Elite Division and Rivals and a formation for the Weekend League, because the people you play in the Weekend League are very different from the players in the Elite Division. Extremely different. They play the game extremely different, bro. They play the game in a 4-2-1-3. They play the game in, you know, 2 defensive mids, which you could tell those defensive mids, like sometimes a lot of us will play our defensive mids like either one on deep line, one on box crashing, like they'll try to get one more midfielder forward. A lot of these guys are putting both players on holding and just not moving them forward. So you got to play it very, very different. Let me talk about Jordi Alba real quick and we'll get back to talking about the gameplay. Jordi Alba was phenomenal. But I knew Jordi Alba was going to be a banging card for me because I got to play, and I said that when I was making him or completing him, I got to play with Jordi Alba with Lionel Messi a few weeks ago on my big accounts as a team of the week, and I thought he was really good. I didn't notice anything bad about him. I thought he was very, very nice. So when I had a chance to complete his SBC, I thought to myself, yeah, this is a no-brainer because his team of the week was already good. He's going to be phenomenal. I think he looks identical to Nuno Mendes. I think he could play just like Nuno Mendes. He actually has better shooting than Nuno Mendes. Not that I'm ever going to shoot the ball with him unless it's off of a corner. But I was very, very ecstatic to bring this card in. Jordi Alba, Sergio Busquets is the only other one I want. Like I told you guys already, he would just be unbelievable. And I don't know if you guys would be okay with that, Booyah Nation, for me to have 2 cards, ex-Barca players, like kind of old Barca legends. But if you guys are okay with it, I would love to bring them in. If I bring them in, obviously it's going to be hard to switch them out consistently because they're 2 SBC icons. But I think that we complete both of them, we can actually build really cool teams off of them easily because of their links, because they're both having both icons. Icon links, I think we could build really, really nice teams with them. Also, one day we could fit Lionel Messi into the team easily for chemistry. We could bring MLS cards in. We could bring Portuguese league cards in because you have icons that kind of, you know, really help with links, and very, very good cards because I personally really like Sergio Busquets. But like I told you guys, man, we are flying through these games, man, like absolutely making people rage quit so bad. Like I said, it's almost like I play with a bit of anger in me, bro. And I just started playing some really, really, really good ball and just dropping people off. Let's talk about the gameplay and the patch. Listen, I don't dislike this patch. I don't love this patch. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that R1 dribbling didn't need to be nerfed because it was extremely overpowered. But as I've said in all of my videos since the patch, you shouldn't have taken away R1 dribbling until you took away AI defending and second man press. A lot of people seem to think that AI defending is not overpowered and that AI defending is where it should be in this patch. But lads, if we are running around with our defensive mids and don't need to switch into our back line, it's because the back line is very powerful. I need people to understand that. The reason we don't switch to our back line is because when you keep them in a straight line, the AI stays so perfectly organized that it's hard for people to break you down. That's why people run around with their defensive mids and their midfields. That means the AI is too strong. I don't know how a lot of people don't understand that. If you don't need to switch, it's because the AI is doing good stuff for you. Right? If the AI sucked, we would have to switch off the midfielders and manually defend to save us from getting scored on. Because if the AI sucked, you would score on it every single time, right? You ever played professional, you ever played against professional squad battles? It's pretty easy to score on them because the AI sucks, right? It's hard to score on them when you get to legendary, world class, and well, not world class, but sometimes world class, but more legendary and elite and ultimate. That's when it really starts to become hard to score on them, right? So if the AI sucked, it would feel like it's on professional or something, and it doesn't. It feels like you're going up against a very hard back line. So I thought R1 should not have been nerfed yet until they got rid of that. By the way, second man press, that's when you hold the button, the guy comes running at you. That should never intercept the ball for you. That should be able to contain a player for you, but it should never, ever intercept. We're 7-1 at this point, and it intercepts. Sometimes the player will run into you and steal the ball for you. That's crazy. That should not be a thing. So that should have been nerfed. So I said those two things should have been nerfed alongside R1 dribbling, and we would have had a really, really balanced game. But right now, after the weekend league, I think a lot of people are seeing it's more balanced to the defensive side. Even though you're getting scored on still 4, 5, 6 times, that's fine. That happens, right? If you find someone that can't defend or whatever. But if you take 2 really elite players or 2 really good casual or 2 casual players, the game scoreline, depending on, it won't probably be that high. You'll still get high score lines, but some games won't be that high because the defense is pretty darn good. So with all that being said, EA developers or people that look into the game were on a stream talking about the recent patch, and they said they've seen the frustration of the community and they are looking at a way to make R1 and dribbling come back, but in a way where it's not as strong as it was. That's the way it should have been nerfed. We need to be having that conversation with EA, and I'm glad they're looking into it. I'm glad they see the frustration of some of the community because the game was in a very, very good spot before this patch. It just needed to be touched a little bit. Certain things needed to be brought down a little bit, and I think people would have adjusted. This game that we play right now, not only did they completely take away R1 dribbling, I don't know if you guys noticed this with your cards, players feel like they're in the mud, okay? My Mo Salah, before the patch, I was like, man, he kind of feels slow. After the patch, he feels extremely slow, y'all. I don't even know what to say about Mo Salah. Mo Salah feels extremely slow. By the way, I'm 9-1. I didn't show you guys the last one. I got some packs here I want to rip with you guys, but I'm 9-1. My first 10 games end at 9-1. We got to finish our last 5, see how it goes. Do I think I'm going to end good? No, I don't. I don't think so because I don't think I was playing good. I know I made a lot of people rage quit right there, but I don't think I'm playing the patch well yet. Also, I'm seeing a lot of the top players lose games as well. I see a lot of the top players that were not losing games before the patch are losing now. And I know a lot of you are gonna be like, oh, what do you mean skills? That means that they don't know how to play the game. I'm talking about the top players, y'all. The people that are competing in Atlanta at the pro event this weekend. I'm seeing a lot of them take L's. And they're the pro players. They play this game phenomenal, bro. They play this game to the top of the level. And they're taking losses because I think that the skill gap really came down a lot with this patch. It really did. Not because of R1 dribbling, but because my boy Salah feels 500 pounds, right? Salah feels like he cannot turn. I don't know how you guys felt about your cards, but my cards could not turn, bro. My Rodman used to be rapid, and I'm not talking about with R1 because I did not R1 pace abuse. If you watch my videos, go watch them back. I just ran in a straight line with Rodman and stuff like that, and would finesse it to the back post. I never really R1 crazy like that. I used it, but not crazy. But if you look at if I would have abused R1 more, lads, we would have dropped more 50 to nose. We have 1 the entire year. The rest is 14 and 1s. So let's be honest with each other. If I was abusing it, we'd probably be in a way better place. But my Rodman felt really slow. My Salah felt, lads, I would pass it to him. He would just it just felt like he couldn't turn at all. It just felt really, really slow. So that's where I dislike the patch. You want to get rid of R1, that's fine. But the movement of the players, really, really slow. And what annoys me about it, and I don't know if you guys feel the way I feel, please let me know. Pina can still left stick. So pretty much what you did was you made us all have to use girls because the guys feel really heavy. And I dislike that. I'm cool with using girls. I have nothing wrong with using girls, but I also want to use Mo Salah, and I also want to use Mbappe, and I also want to use Paul Pogba, and I also want to use De Jong. But the guys feel like they can't turn to save their lives, and the girls feel like they have better turns. I almost feel like I got to build a team full of 11 girls just so they can turn quickly and get out of bad situations, because a lot of my guys feel like they can't get out of bad situations. So I really hope EA Sports look into this and get this fixed, because again, I don't think FC26 is bad, but I think if we continue with a lot of these negative patches going towards defense, we could really end up with a FC25 game very, very quickly. Let me know in the comments down below. Again, I like the patch. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's a horrible patch, but I think we're leaning way too much to the defensive side of the game, and I think it's going to end up becoming a real boring FC very quickly if we don't make a decision, if we continue to go defensive. Anyways, it's been your boy, Double Skills, man. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you guys watching. Next RTG episode, oh, man, it's a good one. I promise you guys that. Thank you guys for watching. I love you. Sorry for the loss, man. Sorry I didn't get the 15 again, but hopefully we will get there. Again, this patch is very different, man. I need time to get used to it. It's been your boy Skills. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Booyah, baby. We out of here.